Yeah, good morning, honorable members. Maybe we can start with our meeting. At least all the documents that they've been prepared for us, I take it that all members have received them. Sorry? You what? Okay. Nomvula Kashifa, may you please send all the documents to the honorable members. Yeah, the presentation that we have prepared for the members, let it be sent now to honorable members. Is Uvimba ready for us? Who's sending them? Marcel, are you the one who's sending the presentation first? So that we deal with the presentation and we finish. And then we go to yes, we are busy sending it. Good morning, honorable members, honorable chairperson. I think we are all here. There's only one honorable member who have joined us today, Honorable Maluleke. We welcome you back because before we went on recess, she was already not at work. We welcome you back, Honorable Maluleke. We thank God that you are fine. Who else was not here? All members are here. There's one intruder. You see, it's because you're wearing a mask, I can't even see. Oh, Christelle. That was on a lighter note. Christelle, you are welcome. We were informed yesterday that you were assigned another task, so it's okay. I declare this meeting officially open. Yeah, KPMG is here, so we are fine. So we can start, honorable members. I declare this meeting officially open. Today, we only have, is it a smaller meeting or is it a long meeting? It's going to be a short day or a long day? Oh, okay. At least members know. You know, at least you are not going to say we have hijacked you. For now, maybe we are going to get a presentation from our content advisor, Kashifa, and then we'll discuss after that on what is the approach that we are going to take so that we do justice so that we do justice to our work. We are not going to do a rush, but we are going to do our work as agreed yesterday. And we have one staff member who's not well, Unjanja, but there's another colleague of hers that is being deployed or assigned to our committee. By the way, you are Mr. Who?
My name is Johnny van der Westhuizen, Honorable Chair.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Over to you, Chair.
Good morning, Member Chabaling.
Thanks a lot, Chairperson. We have a sitting, the NCOP, today at 10. And when we said the meeting is starting at 9, I thought maybe we'll all be here at 9, you know. So next time, Chair, let us start our meetings on time because we arrive early for these meetings. So that we don't next time end up saying, no, if the meeting is for 9, we'll arrive at 20 past 9. We know the meeting will start at 25 past 9. Let's just keep to our time. Otherwise, it's discouraging for those who wake up very early coming to this meeting. Let's start our meetings on time.
Thank you, Member Chabaling. I'm trying to pronounce his surname. Member from the EFF.
Thanks, Chair. I think we have all agreed yesterday it's 9:30 and not 9 o'clock. Member, I think that was the time set yesterday. It's 9:30 and not 9 o'clock.
Members, I'm not going to allow a
Sorry,
debate.
I missed that one.
I'm not going to allow a debate on the time issue. But we are here now, and let's continue with our meeting. Chairperson, let me also take the opportunity to welcome all members, all support staff into this meeting. As you are aware, this is going to be a very long day, and I want to urge members also to keep into the time frames. We received 1,117 applications. So today we are going to try to finish as much as possible from the workload ahead of us. And it's not going to be an easy task, but it will also depend on our discipline and our indulgence. And with no much to say, just to say to members, buckle up and be ready for this process. I'm going to hand over to Kashifa immediately to give us a presentation. Thank you.
Maybe before, Chair,
Yes, Chairperson.
just to clarify, honorable members who are serving in this subcommittee, all members who are serving in this committee have been exempted from attending other meetings, honorable members. I heard Honorable Chabaling was saying there's a meeting in the NCOP at 10. There's a sitting, yeah, you are being exempted to come and do the NYDA work. The only day that you are going to go and do the debate is tomorrow. Tomorrow, that's why we'll be starting our meeting after your debate. But any other meeting, you are being exempted, honorable members. I'm sure you should have been notified because sometimes, we'll take it that every member knows, only that you are not well informed. So, yeah, it's like that. So thank you very much, Chairperson. Over to you, Kashifa.
Good morning, Chairpersons. Good morning, members and colleagues. I'd like to start off by saying that I form part of a team, the content team, that has been able to produce the summaries for members. We were 5 content advisors.
Sorry, Kashifa, let's check Honorable Mpite and Masiko whether social media is on.
Chair, we are on, but there's no sound, and there's also a block that's blocking the entire screen. I don't know. They just need to exit so that you can see what's happening. But there's no sound, but it's on.
Neliswa, can you please call the media or IT people? Yeah. So that they fix that thing of a sound. You can continue, Kashifa.
Thank you, Chairperson. As I've indicated, I form part of a team, the content team. We were 5 content advisors, 3 researchers, as well as 2 committee secretaries and up to 4 committee assistants. Our project leader has been Ms. Giba, and in order for us to have produced these summaries, we worked very closely with ICT from Parliament, Mr. Zandisile and Ms. Ishana, and without their help, we would not be able to have produced the summaries which you will be seeing in a moment in time. So, just to let members know, this has been a long process in terms of the hours that we've put in, and we've worked with the information that's been provided. So in terms of the presentation outline, I'd start with providing members and with an overview of the summary process, and look at the total number of applications for shortlisting. I'll provide you with a demographic profile that looks at age, gender, province, as well as the race profile, race and gender. We'll make a note in terms of candidates with disabilities, and then take you through the process for accessing the summaries. So just an overview in terms of how we came about producing these summaries. The committee secretaries were responsible for receiving all the applicants' information via email. The information was then placed on November, which is Parliament's internal system, via the committee secretaries with the assistance of the committee assistants. And this was placed on the Select Committee Social Services folder, where we came in, the content advisors and researchers, in terms of producing the summaries. We were not involved in any of the emails. There was a clear delineation of work in terms of the committee secretaries as the administration receiving the CVs. We only worked with the summaries that was saved on the system on November. We created a system in which for each and every applicant, there's a CV, if a CV was attached, as well as an attachments folder where we place all the additional information, be it a nomination letter received, ID, qualifications, etc. As to reiterate again, the summary is based on the available information. So we summarize based on what was sent by the applicant. Where there is no CV that has been submitted, this is actually indicated on the system. In terms of the total number of applications for shortlisting, there is a total number of 1,116. When we went through the entire list, and we noted where there was a repeat of an applicant being, we noted that, and hence we have 1,116. In terms of the number of candidates that did not submit either a CV, the ID, or qualifications, in some instances, people submitted an ID, but not the qualifications. In other instances, they would give either qualifications, but no ID. So there were 255 candidates that did not submit either the ID or their qualifications, and over and above that 255, there were 7 candidates that did not submit their CV. So in total, there are 262 as per the advert that it's not eligible. The advert clearly indicated that candidates were expected to submit their CV, their ID, and qualifications. So out of the 1,116, members are left with 854 applicants to consider. In terms of age profile, the advert did indicate the issue of preference with regards to youth. What we have on the screen is the number of older...
Honorable Brenda, you can check your gadget. They have sent the document. You got it, honorable members, ne? The document is with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to carry on, in terms of age, we understand, the formula we used to derive at age was based on the year. So we take cognizance of the fact that at the time a particular candidate submitted their CV, they may have been 35, but if you were to interview them and their birthday falls within that day, they may turn 36. So we would not want to exclude any of those particular candidates just because of their month of birth. And hence we looked at the total number of persons under the age of 36, which was 512. There were 314 that was unspecified, in which the age was not indicated, and there was 33 over the age of 36. In terms of the gender profile, based on the eligible applicants, for the number of females and males, that's the bar graph indicated in blue. So for females, there were 379, which is approximately 44%. That's the graph in orange. And for the total number of males, there were 480, which gives us a percentage of 55.88%. So we definitely saw more male applicants as opposed to female. In terms of province, again, the number is indicated in blue. As we can see, we received the most applicants from Gauteng and the least applicants from the Northern Cape. So for each of the provinces, we indicate, to reiterate again, the number is in blue. So for the Eastern Cape, there were 63, the Free State 27, Gauteng 397, KZN 95, Limpopo 48, Mpumalanga 62. In some instances, candidates, applicants did actually not indicate their address or province, and hence we located those as national, which is 30. Northwest, we had 35, the Northern Cape 11, and the Western Cape 91. In terms of race profile, with regards to race, we looked at what the applicant indicated on their CV or where there was information other than that available for us to ascertain. Where we did not know, where applicants indicated unspecified, we noted that. The large majority was Black African, which was 809, 15 coloured, 3 Indian. There was 29 that did not specify, and then 3 white applicants. In terms of race and gender, the pie chart just provides members with an overview of the total number of applicants per race and gender. So for Black African female, we had 350, Black African male 459, coloured female 10, coloured male 5, Indian female 1, Indian male 2. There were, in terms of race, 17 female unspecified, 12 male unspecified, 1 white female, and 2 white males. In terms of candidates with disabilities, we would just like here to reiterate to members, we ascertained this information based on what was disclosed. So if the applicant disclosed within the CV, we noted that as a person with a disability, or in some instances within the nomination letter, the person who nominated them made specific the person had a disability. We are aware of the POPI Act, so for this round we are just indicating the numbers to member. When you get your summary, you'll be able to get the full details of the applicant. So it was number 92, 168, 193. I'm doing these in batches. 316, 381, 652, 735, 815, 932, 981, 984, 1054, 1072, and then 1114. So for these respective candidates, there were a range of persons with physical disabilities, applicants who indicated they were partially sighted or blind, a person who was deaf, and in terms of albinism, the person also indicated that they were either partially sighted or blind. Members would now receive a link to be able to take you to the summary. Again, because of the POPI Act, I'm not going to open the link now, but I will give members an indication as to once you open the link, this would be the first page you come across. This is, once you press on the link, that would be the first screen. As members noted, we've blacked out the names of the applicants and candidates, reason being, again, for confidentiality purposes. But what this first screen shows you when you open your link is an overview of all the applications, their gender, race, whether they've submitted the ID or not, their province, and their qualification. So at a snapshot, members will be able to see from the first screen an overview of all the application summaries. So if we look at number 1, and if I had to click on the first applicant's name, it will take me to the second screen. I think we needed to black this out. But just to indicate here again, I'll make sure that this is removed. It gives you the candidate's number, name, gender, race, whether the ID was submitted or not, whether it's the year of birth, the age, the province, the address. In terms of qualifications, we had enabled a maximum of 5. So in other words, if persons had more than 5, there was another opportunity in another space to document that. And we started the qualifications based on the latest year and most recent qualification. We indicate the name, the institution, as well as the year. In this instance, for this particular summary, the person did not submit proof of the qualifications. Just to carry on, after the qualifications, members will see, again, we have a list in terms of employment history. We start off with the most recent by providing who the first employee is, the person's position, and the employment details in terms of start date and end date. We've allowed for a maximum of 8, but in the event that candidates had more than 8 places of employment, in this block called Other Relevant Experience, we do provide more information. We also indicate whether the person has board experience or not, and whether the person's been nominated or not. And again, this we extrapolate based on the information we receive, as well as youth experience. With respect to youth experience, we literally look at what is stated in the CV, as well as if there's any additional information that may have been highlighted in the nomination letter. So members, that provides members with an overview of what the summaries will look like. We understand that 856 is quite a substantial number, and in terms of process, I know Chair was talking about looking at how to proceed from here on and deciding how would you possibly work through 856. What members do have at this moment is your list of your 856. You would have all the summaries. You would have access to all the full CVs. I understand that the issue of the criteria was discussed yesterday. So I think with the combination of those, given the number, time is definitely required in which members are able to go through that information to be able to apply what was agreed to yesterday. Just reflecting on what we had done last year and what could assist following on from here. What we had done last year, once members had gone through the CVs and summaries, members came back with a proposed number and put that forward. So the chairpersons would ask each member to suggest X amount of applicants they feel should be considered. And then the support staff would look at collating all that information. I think the decision from here on would be, we would be guided on my side. We work as a collective. So if there are any matters for clarification, besides myself, the rest of us that will assist. Thank you.
Thank you, Kashifa. These 255 candidates did not submit ID or qualifications. So in your summarized version on November, we have indicated in their profiles that they did not submit.
Yes, Chairperson, what we also made it easier for members. We know that sometimes the system can be very busy and slow down. So we actually collated all the summaries into PDFs. So you would receive what we call a zip file. And in the zip file, you're going to have per batches. So for example, in batch 1 to 50, you'll get a folder with all the CVs 1 to 50. So when you open up that folder, you can click on number 1, and it will open up and you will have all the information there. So that is, if you don't want to go live onto November and look at the site, it's still emailed to members. So there are two options. The same summary is in a PDF form, but it's also on November. So all the information is there for members.
Oh, I'm saying the last bullet where you are talking about the total number of candidates. We are going to concentrate on 854 CVs because the other ones, it's automatic disqualification because of them not submitting the required documents. And there's one case that I just gave them now that they must double check. There's someone from Parliament who have sent me a message. They have sent also the chair in our emails. So for sure, because we are looking at these reports, I could not read the emails, but now I see this person have sent a message to my phone. Matthew Parks, COSATU Parliamentary Coordinator, he says COSATU has nominated a candidate, Ulebogang Molaisi, and then when he's looking on the parliamentary website, it does not see this name on the list. So I'm waiting for Neliswa to come back to me, and Nomvula, I've notified both of them so that they can check where is the CV of this person. But I think another issue that I want to raise with you is that some organizations have nominated people and they've sent those nominations to the portfolio committee. But I think the mistake that they've done, they did not inform the people that they have nominated to then submit the CVs and their qualifications. So when I look at this number now, that's what came to my mind, that, you know, probably is that organizations that have nominated certain individuals, they did not inform those individuals to submit that they've nominated them, and then inform them on what is the requirement on the advert, so that those people can then submit their CVs and their IDs and their ID copies and their qualifications. So hence the number, it's 255. That's my assumption, honorable members. And unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do because we have stipulated in our advert on what is required. So, but what we are going to look at is genuine complaints when people, they say they have submitted and there is proof of receipt that this person indeed did submit, because this person who wrote to me and the chair, he says there is proof that they have submitted. So I want our staff members to double check on what could have happened, or whether maybe sometimes can be an omission, you know, when loading CVs, because there were a lot more. So we will come back with that one later, so that we cannot be, our process can be credible and no one can raise a complaint. Neliswa is back. I hope you are coming with our answer. Nomvula?
Okay, thank you very much, Chairperson. Just for the records again, as, immediately after Kashifa is presented, all the information members would require for this process. Chairperson, to date, as at yesterday, we had about 983 copies of CVs loaded on the website. In actual fact, Chairperson, if you look at the number of eligible CVs that were submitted, we should actually have had 854. However, because there were applications without the proper documents, because what we put on the website is the CV. Where there is no CV, it means there would not be any document on the system. So 983 already, to me, it's a repetition, or maybe all those without or with just qualifications were also uploaded. So what we are going to do with all the queries that are coming in for specific names, we will just search the name on the CV, on the Parliament's website. If we find it, we will indicate that it is indeed there, because there's a lot of names on the website. So we will indeed confirm if the names of the persons who are claiming to have submitted on time, whether they do appear there, because the number is even more than the ones that are eligible over there. So we will indeed come back to you, Chair, with that information.
Honorable Natasha and Honorable Masiko.
Thank you very much, Chair. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun, but since other people have already seen applications on the parliamentary website, and some of us are new to this process, can we please get a link or show us where to get the CVs on the parliamentary website? Because I'm been looking and struggling to look here, and I don't know where to go to. So can we please get assistance from the staff as to where to get this CVs? Because if you already got complaints about AMA nominations, I can tell you before the end of the day, many of us representing our constituencies will get Lama complaints and we won't have answers. So can we please have help in that regard?
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Natasha. They are going to send the link now. we said they must give you this presentation first so that members can concentrate on this presentation. Thereafter, we are done with this presentation. They sent the link to all of us so that we start looking at the link, at the names. But we are not going to start shortlisting if other names are not included. We need to make sure that everybody, whoever is raising a concern, a complaint to us, it must be considered so that nobody will be closed out unfairly. The names must be published. If you are not done with the names, that means we can't start. Because you start kanjani when other names are not there. And we don't want to receive complaints later. So by end of business today, before 1, those who are loading the CVs must be done with all the CVs, including the case that I have just mentioned now. Who is checking that name? Why is she taking long? There was a name yesterday. What was that name? Beninigo Ban. Imina or Beninigo Ban. I gave you 2. There's an organization here, Young Business, what, who wrote to me that they don't see the name of somebody called, I think it was Brian. You must check, send Eliso that thing. Eliso, I want my feedback. The name of Brian, is it there? The one that I sent to you? Go website, because it's a youth organization that have sent a complaint.
Thank you, Chairperson. I don't want us to be derailed. Chairperson, all the CVs are on Uvimba, which is the parliamentary record. Secondly, the parliamentary website is where we record all CVs received. In an instance where there is no CV, so do you want us just to put the name as it is? Because there are instances where there are no CVs at all. So if the request is that we even put the name as it is, then we are going to do that by 1 o'clock today. But clearly the information... All right.
Yesterday, we said all CVs and names of people who have applied must be published. Yet disqualification is not your competence. It's our competence as honorable members. Remember, we said all CVs, 117, including the one that you guys, you were telling me, Uguti, that person, I don't know what. I said, put that CV on the website so that those CVs must be 1,117. And then it is qualification. I said we're gonna deal with it today. So I want those CVs to be 1,117 on the parliamentary website. Finish and clear. And then, reputation. No, it's fine. 1,116. They must be on the parliamentary website. Izovela iblank injalo. You see, when you are dealing with a process that is having high interest like this one, you must make sure that your process is transparent. So that when people read those CVs, even when we say this one's 255 are disqualified, South Africans will know which when they were looking at the website of Parliament, they have seen some names of applications. There were no CVs attached. There were no qualifications attached. So that thing, we are covering our backs. Because we don't want a situation whereby people will be claiming that they have submitted everything. And when we check, those things are not there, those documents are not there. So publish everything that they have submitted, publish it raw as is. Because every person who have applied knows what are the requirements. So a person will, if we do that, we'll be saving our process, we will have integrity. Because nobody will come and claim, I've been sidelined, I've been disqualified unfairly, and what? A person, it's on public domain. It can't be our problem. So when you guys, you don't publish those things, then Tina, you're putting us on the spot.
Chairperson, thank you. I just have a question. Is administration ready for us or not? And if they're not, they must give us an indication that we can take a break and give them some time to finish up. Because for us as the members to sit here and we don't get 100% satisfaction to start with the process, I think it's unfair. If there is issues that needs to be ironed out, give them a chance to iron it out and to come to us with the product that we must have in front of us. Please, Chairperson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair. Maybe we need to give you some time, Kashifa, so that, Nomvula, so that Marcel, we are going to give you time to check all these things and make sure that those who are loading CVs, they've loaded all those CVs. Because yesterday, we were having a perception or that today all CVs will be published by end of business yesterday. So if even now they are not, that means people will be questioning us. Yabona nje umuntu bangayibonanga iCV yakhe namhlanje or resolve and thina sesithi siyaqala siya shortlist senisifaka kwenye inkinga thina. Ntate Baga and Honorable Masiko. Yes, Honorable Masiko and Honorable Baga.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning to the co-chairs, colleagues, and the staff chair. I have a question on slide number 5. We are seeing there in slide number 5 that there are a total number of 314 applicants that have not indicated their age profile, which for me is an assumption that they've either not attached the ID as required, or they've not specified in the CV their ID number or age. And for me, it's one of the reasons for disqualification, which then says that there's 314 on this slide, but there is 262 disqualified or not eligible applicants. So for me, the number, Chairperson, it's a bit of a problem, because on the age profile, it specifies that 314 applicants have not indicated, which means that their IDs are not there. Can I just ask that question to the team so that they can explain it to us? Thanks, Chair.
Yeah, I think, Kashifa, are you in a position to respond to that one? Because it's logic. If those people did not put their age, it tells us that that means there's no ID copy. So automatically, it's a problem.
Yeah, I'm just going to confer with Tabile because we've got this Excel spreadsheet. Let me just double check with her and then we'll explain.
Tabile, can you please do that?
Morning, Chairperson and members. We just need to check with ICT because the information we received from the ICT spreadsheet, that's where we created the graphs from. So we'll just verify with ICT and then we'll be able to respond on that one. Thank you.
Even yourselves, you can look at what is posted on the parliamentary website so that we don't disqualify people, whereas those things are there. Ne? Babu Paka?
Thank you, Chair. Chairperson, I thought that let me formalize the request that we take this short break wherein we have everything in order so that when we come back, we start working. Because I think that some of the questions that I asked, for instance, require that, you know, we come back having clear indication of what needs to be done and how we proceed. So I wanted to say that let's take this break, get everything in order so that we get to start working as soon as possible. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, honorable members. Let's take that break and we'll give you an hour. Ne, Tabil? Kululi will give you an hour. Yeah, so that you can deal with it. Okay, we are adjourning.
Unless we say the day for today, it's off. Because we must give them a chance. Ukuthi ba-check izimpahla, bathole laba abangaba-apply. Laba abangawasubmithanga. They must just submit everything. Mabafake everything. The way uchairperson asho ngakhona, 1,116 mabayifake yonke. Maybe bathi this ones banama-CV, this ones abanama-CV, abana anything. So that abantu bakhona ukubona ukuthi it's not us esidisqualifying abantu, but then an hour is not enough. It's not.
Maybe we must extend it. Didn't we say that yesterday? What did we say about
We deserve it before this level. No, we're coming there.
Hayi man, ndimfebisile. Ndebisuke
Because it's still fresh.
Isn't it for ukuthi kungabikho pressure on one side.
Manje seyazwakala le yangapha.
Kaloku, because kaloku i-tractor uhamba ngayo iyi-one and therefore urelya on the one.
So futhi sengibulala le enye.
Ewe. Xa uyiqonda then why uhamba ngoyi-one. Ingathi usisiqhwala ucela ingathi. But it's not permanent most. So why don't we use both day two?
I'm not going to walk a long distance.
Because into ezakwenziwa izawusuka kukhona lingapha kufuneke nangapha ukuze beseyikile.
Must go for this one.
And uthini ke kuhambe nge-wheelchair? No, sisebenzisa zoyi-two. And sharp.
So futhi ngizoze ngisebenzise ekhaya.
But yisebenzise so that you don't end up. Because ibari yami uzawuthi ungekapholi ngapha, ubeke iqala enye ngapha, and you'll end up uba kwi-wheelchair ke ngoku. Kunzima ukuphula ne?
Because it affects all your joints. My wrist. And sometimes it's also umsebenzi amakhaya. Izandla zibabuhlungu so awukwazi nokubambela. Because less.
Oh,
So what means less it is,
kunokube ngathi uyalina one it xa
but then the affected shoulder. Truly, there's nothing that is good. What is good is a wheelchair. And a wheelchair needs somebody to push you.
ingathi ufikelele.
Ukuthi su-assisted e-airport.
Yo, izolo.
But use both for uthi udube sharp.
No, I will. I promise you, I will.
Zamjonga.
I will. ka e re go romele document tse di ha o kena fela ka mo good hope yes 38
So I'm not sure if it's in that case, and then when I was younger, when I was younger, this is
Mama Joyce.
hey uhleli phansi
Sunday I sat in a BGM until 9 o'clock and I was
Yeah.
conducting ilokhuzana bebefuna senze i-secret ballot. So yona eyenze ithatha isikhathi. And then Monday morning izoloka had to go so I couldn't go to
Ah, uyozwathenga wakhorile.
bawadilivile kodwa umamkhulu wami because bengizowalanda kuyena wena ube nawo wadiliviza besengihambile
Uzowakhorile.
hayi ngizowakhoriya mama Joy
So zesibuye nini?
uJune 20 something.
Hayi, baloku kudala.
I also have issues bengizoyiraiza lana with the number of the other of not other with the number of the racial groups that have applied. It's very low. Very
Hey, bayingaki 11 or 3? You-white?
like white there's
3. Only 3.
colored there's 15 colored there's 3 Indians. there's 3 whites. And then abangaqalifyanga about 29. But uyibhala kanjani i-CV yongasho ukuthi African one? Labantwana basi-serious wena. It's degrading our image actually. People will even lose trust in us.
They are not sure of what they are doing.
True. That's why I was even saying ukuthi we must limit debate around the process. We'd rather have a closed session and debate. And give the
Not the
process
closed
of
session,
scoring
informal one.
informal one. So that when we come to the public, at least siyavumela. As long as siphikisana nge-process,
Ngathi
sisodwa.
vele we are confused.
Kaloku uthi nedube lapho kuthiwe le nto iphuma etivini ibonwa ngumntu
Sengifuna
ufune uba kubonwe uba umbulelo bharha yabona babambe kakuhle. That's the thing.
That's true.
Kudibana ukuthi there's a bigger picture that we must portray singabanye.
Yes. Usefilipt. Ngigcine esandleni.
Uzawuthwani ke ngoku njengoba abantu abamhlophe bebathathu. Because abamhlophe bathathu
Bathathu wenzeni?
3 nazo. So
we cannot force things.
So what is important here is
Hello.
restart the process. There'll be 20 whites, there'll be
Hello?
15 or 15 Indians. They won't be.
No, really, I was just
Birthday wishes.
I was against.
Okay. Sizoyenza le nto kuzophinde kuvela abanye abazawucomplain about something else.
We are not going to get into the written with December because we cannot satisfy everyone.
Yes.
People just get some rules even though they are not even human. So we are going to decide on the second one. Mine is almost a year. NYDA.
Number 7, check.
And going at Asia's because the whole thing ibuyela. That's why I'm saying it doesn't come away back. The whole thing, abantu badu are not voting, must be restarted. It influences all of us. It doesn't choose that one, no, it doesn't. All of us.
And we cannot run movement engathi iyadominate because how many members do they have and how many people have applied?
If you look at the numbers that have applied, it's predominantly black. And so how can we have more of a different race more than Ababani say apply? You can't.
I'm talking last time we even small, at least we must just even though there are some lapho kunali ngabanye yabona but we try.
Yes, your presentation is like combination where there are no specific to say about last night I spoke to you, I thought I want to go to bed. That is the latest amount. 900. Then I asked the difference and she said that by CVs. So then I got all those ones without CVs so that we can return.
But unblock ke phela umuntu uyamblock amongasa. And now I think Ngiyazi ukuthi ngiyacela kakhulu ungixolele. Ngicela i-tea bag. Okay. Ayikho inkinga. Ngicabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe izasinceda. Nuka kamnandi. Bobuyothenga. Luyolo. Awuzonda yini ukuthi ngikubambe? Banjani abantu base-KZN? Basaphila? Last week, Bula. Women's Day. Women's Africa Month. Africa Month. Oh. They are going to represent us very well. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, kakhulu. Yo. It's trademark. Usimele kahle. Usirepresenta. Yes. We are proud. Yeah, mama. Sculptor. Take your time. All right. Sebo. Sebo khona ubuye tsona yona.
Kashifa, one of these emails that you have received is a copy of the person participating. Yeah, on one of your emails, right? Very good. Yeah, just add it there, right?
Isikhathi sakhona. Isikhathi sakhona. Kubi ngaphandle kubi. Murut. Murut, udiri.
I'm only opening those sheets now, so they see there's a 381 as well.
Ne ke nagana gore mo romela message mara re ke mo founela.
Vele. Vele.
It depends now on Tumaki. Just water. What you say? Rafa kona phezu kwaleti bag. Ngizona ukuthi
I-green tea.
No, uthi uzadi Kashifa, skip ukuzile video. Right now, age number. She's actually creating double type out now.
eye for an eye.
You saw him that he's got an operation.
Not for work. Ah. I bet you live right. But sometimes you want to go your own way here and then it exposes you. Like, oh, she's not with you. Like, oh, she's there with you.
You know what? And I become like, you know what? This will was
Independent plus is like,
abantu abangahambi bahlala endaweni eyi-one.
oh,
Abangayi kwamanye kwezinye indawo.
okay. Abantu basemlazi lapha. Emlazi bafunde Emlazi primary school. Bafunde Emlazi high school.
Zonke izinto
Bafunde eMangosi technical which is Emlazi potential. What's Emlazi?
So, Tabitha helped us with the that is talking about. So basing that and discussing
Low wheelchair. Where wheelchair? They got MP fifth parliament.
Oh, washona, yes. Wasemsinga ngithi. No, washona. Shonile sengiyakhumbula. Yes. Ushonile.
Bayiposta ku-WhatsApp group yethu.
No, sengiyakhumbula.
Lo mhlophe umuhle.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Like I think 2 or 3 months back, right? Early beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Sengiyakhumbula.
Ushilo ke uchairperson. Nimfumana nini? Kelo kulasha asisamsokolisa uyoli but kaloku lezi uyoli ngofuneka upload ezi zingena CV ebengafanga upload. Siyizo ngoku lezi sifuneka ngoku izofika kula 1116. Qhubeke.
Abathumela pictures.
Yho, uzawufaka ipicture. Kuthiwe makufake njani? Kuthiwe mayifake njani? Kuthiwe mayifake njani?
Or 5 a.m. And a process means and the West for this board is Kulbas move.
It's now 2 members who can have copies.
Of everything. Of everything.
Oh, but it's not possible, guys. They must just receive this if that is the case. The summary is only. Did you send the batches of the summaries?
I am, but it's taking so long to send. But it has gone through, but it's taking really long. This is October.
Just do summaries.
What term are we in now? No, not printing CVs.
Just do
In those,
summaries.
that batches that Kashima sent us, was that CVs or summaries?
It's summaries.
What term are we in now? Second. This is second term.
It's a very tedious process that I would never even. Yeah, but this one. Only this is what would resign from parliament because of NYDA. Maybe so when I resign.
She
Yeah?
threatens me every time I call her.
Joe,
She threatens me every time when I call
that is
her.
what she asked me. I said, maybe so it looks as if NYDA is coming back. Maybe so I said, I'm resigning.
No, she threatens me every time.
This is my last time. My last time.
I was sick for 3 years, right? Amper mal. Depression. I was on antidepressant because when you change, you can manifest the face, no? So you must control it nicely. Fortunately, I had my aunt who went through the same. So my aunt shared that with me, so I was aware. Comrade, when I see you there, I'm happy.